Welcome back to the shop. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys have had a good Christmas break and are enjoying some time with friends and family, and hopefully a little bit of time out in the shop working on some projects as well. Behind me, you'll see a project that will be coming to the channel shortly. Really lucked out and got my hands on a metal lathe and a metal mill. It does need some work, which led me to this product here, which I wanted to talk to you guys today about. Not sponsored, but I am absolutely amazed at how well it works. So I need to find a way to remove the rust without damaging the underlying metal, doing that in a safe and effective manner. I didn't want to remove too much material, and I didn't want anything that would harm the base metal, because that would increase the tolerances on all of the ways and kind of defeating the purpose of having a nice mill and lathe. This is the product that I found. This is Evaporust, and I'm always a little bit skeptical on how well these products work. However, with this product, you're able to take a rusty bolt like this. This is for part of the fixturing equipment and stuff, like I said. And as you can see, very well rusted. So what I've done for these particular pieces, any small pieces, I've got a small plastic bucket here, and I've let these soak. Now I've let these soak for several days, but basically they're coming out almost like new. And here is it coming out. Now there's still a little bit of rust in the threads, but with a steel brush those will come right out. And if you did want to, you could stick those back into the solution and get those back to brand new. Now you can continue to use this solution basically until it stops working. The 1 gallon or 4 liter container that I got apparently I believe can dissolve up to 1 pound of rust. So you can really keep using it. It starts almost clear. Right now I've got a black mud puddle of rust here, but it is still continuing to work. I was able to pick this up at my local Princess Auto. I know you can buy it online as well. I'll put a link to the description below. Now I did use this on the lathe and mill on a lot of parts where I couldn't soak them. So what I did for those was I was able to soak paper towel and put the paper towel over top of those parts, making full contact with the rusted surface. And I'd just leave those on saturated for a couple hours at a time and then remove them. I've got a video here where I let it soak overnight and the paper towel actually dried out. And it was actually a little bit harder to remove. The paper towel was really crusty with all of the rust that it had dissolved. And so pulling it up was a little bit more challenging. A little bit of 000 steel wool, and it came off no problem with some WD-40. But to avoid that, the best thing I found was to soak the paper towel, leave it for a few hours, remove it when it was still damp, and then put on a new paper towel, soak it again. But again, very, very quick results. Within a couple of applications, you're able to go from fairly heavy surface rust down back to the bare hardened metal without any effects or eating into the base metal material. Please stay tuned to the channel through 2022. There'll be a lot more projects coming up. And as you can see, my shop isn't the cleanest or tidiest around, and so I think that'll be a goal for myself for 2022. So there'll be quite a few projects coming up in regards to that. I also have a Bobcat that needs a new cylinder head, so there'll be a short series on that, as well as the metal lathe and mill behind me. That's kind of what's coming on the channel in the next little bit, so stay tuned and appreciate your support.